Guys, welcome back. Today we're going to freeze dry some onions. We just wanted to show you a quick little video on that. I had 25 pounds of Walla Walla onions and I've diced them up thanks to my big brain wife with this. I was slicing them and going to hand chop them, but she brought this little thing out here and it actually made my life easy. That way I can get more work done. I think that was the big plan. So what we're going to do is we're going to put these over here in the freeze dryer. So we have the Harvest Right large. So we got 5 full trays of onions, and so probably about 22 pounds for all our soups and stews and goodies, right?
Yeah, and some chili.
Chili. All right, so I've loaded my trays. I'm closing my drain. I'm going to click continue.
Okay, I cannot get this every time. Alright, I got it. It's on freezing.
And we'll come back and let you guys see them and tell you how long it takes. Right now, I think they'll go pretty fast.
Do you want to show them real fast how you did the onions?
Sure.
With the little thing?
Sure, I'll show you how I did the little onions. I got my personal movie crew with me today. It's nice to be a movie star here in our kitchen.
I'm like the worst editor, so you gotta get what you can get.
She brought me all the tools I need to slice 25 pounds of onions up and then
We have 3 left. Well, actually 4.
I had 4, but we're gonna have onions tonight.
Okay, let me get over here. Let me get around. Okay.
Okay, and I don't know where she got this thing.
Well, I mean, Amazon.
Amazon. It works really good. So you guys can, I'm sure it's inexpensive. It's got a few, actually it has a few different size blades.
It's Progressive is the name on it.
And it has a few different size blades.
Like this one is for, it says for mushrooms, strawberries, avocados, and peaches.
Right.
And
it has a nice
that
little
one
storage
doesn't
box.
really have anything on it, but that's tiny.
And
And
once these come out,
but I can look it up on my Amazon page and see what
I'm sure it wasn't very
I got
expensive.
it a couple of years ago.
And then when it comes out, then I'm going to do a batch of giant.
Like $20 maybe.
Maybe. Then we're going to do a bell peppers next.
Yeah, because we really had some onions stocked up.
Yes, and they're starting to. We need to use them because we're
Yeah,
already
a couple
planted
of
this
them-
year's. So
A couple of them were really getting soft in the center, so.
woohoo! All right.
All right, guys. Well,
Thanks.
we'll be back for the freeze dry ending.
Yep.
Well, guys, looky here. We are at 42 hours and 18 minutes right now, and we're still at probably 50% of the final dry. So we'll be back soon.
All right, guys. Well, everything is process is complete. It's taken 51 hours and 21 minutes. And I do load this pretty heavily. It was more than 20 pounds. I put it on there thick because I want to run it as much as I can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and drain the, take the vacuum off. And we'll check it and make sure that they're dry enough. But we do have well over 20 pounds of onions in here, so. And I will tell you that one of the tricks is definitely, so the minute it comes out, you need to go over there and put it in a bowl or something and get ready to put it in a container and vacuum seal it. Well, look at that.
Oh yeah, and they're all nice and dry. There's no coldness. Wow. Maybe you could turn this into onion powder if you wanted to.
We're going to use it in our soups and stews. So, here, let me show you what we do next. Come on over with us.
So we put it in a bowl. And we did use the parchment paper.
Yeah,
Your arm is in the way.
There's always something to me in the way.
Yeah.
I got lucky if it was only the arm.
So we put it in the bowl, and then we go ahead and get the funnel and just put it right on in the jars. And we're going to use the food saver. And Colby is, of course, washing jars. We're working to wash jars. We're always washing canning jars. It's like the story of our life. Okay, well, let's not do all the trays at once.
Well, we're only gonna do 2 trays.
Okay, well, I always shut the door back.
Well, I will. Remember, today is the day that you're big brain. Tomorrow's my big brain day. So right now I'm little brain. All right, so let me close back the freeze dryer. Let's see how many jars that fills up.
All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and start filling jars. And we'll show you the next process. And so we just take the funnel. This is the wide mouth funnel here that came from Lehman's. And we go ahead and tap it down the jar some. And Bruce is going to go ahead and turn the vacuum seal on. And if you plan on using it right away, you won't need to use your oxygen absorbers. But if you aren't, go ahead and put it in the oxygen absorber in. Bruce, would you use 1 or 2 for this size jar? 300 cc's?
I'd use 2.
All
We use this every day. We use everything that we freeze dry or can. We use it in our food. We try to.
Like today, I did the peppers today in the chili.
All right, Alexa, pause. All right, guys. So what I did, I went ahead and put an oxygen absorber in there to 300 cc's, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you what we do with these. This is just a regular food saver. You take the adapter off and you use the accessory. And you just let it do its thing. We do use the Mylar bags, but we always forget what's in the bags, even when we write on them. These are a lot easier to store on our shelves than the rest of our canned goods. And we already have these.
Only you forget, because you won't write on it.
Well, that's true.
So back up some.
Back up some. All right.
There we go. So.
And then see you in 25 years. All right, I wanted to show you guys just how much ice had built up from the moisture, because the onions really are, you know, mostly water, kind of like tomatoes and stuff. So, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on a defrost cycle, which and I'll have to close the door, and I'll put it on about 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, and that will get most of the ice melted. You got to make sure you have a bucket down there, guys, at the bottom, or you'll come in, you'll have a big mess. So there's our bucket that'll catch everything, and then what doesn't melt tonight, you know, after it's gotten hot inside there, it'll be all gone. And tomorrow we'll run it with, we're going to do peppers and kale tomorrow, right?
No, just kale.
Just
kale.
kale.
We have so much kale in the
So we're going to
garden
freeze
today.
dry kale tomorrow, and we'll
then
let you guys see how that does, okay? Thanks. All right, guys, so we're all done, and I vacuum sealed everything, put some oxygen absorbers in some of the other ones that we would probably last a little longer, but we'll use them this year. And we ended up with 3 half gallons, 3 quarts, and a half a quart. That was 20 pounds of Walla Walla onions. And we used 30 cc oxygen absorbers.
300.
300, sorry. Good thing my boss is here to big brain me.
And you make sure you seal this back off, because you don't want the oxygen to get to it or the moisture.
So like we say, that's just a regular food saver with the accessory on it. And you can notice that this, you just pop that off and then it fits right in the top. And we have this for a wide mouth jar and a regular mouth jar. This was a great little investment in this stuff. We actually use this part of the food saver more than we use the food saver bag.
And you're not going to want to save these parchment paper probably because of onions. You know how strong they are. So I wouldn't use your silicone mats for onions, but I'm sure somebody will tell me that it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks.